map. This is a project I've started about, well, this will make it the third time I've started this project. I tried once on PC, the problem being that my PC wasn't powerful enough and it was lagging the fuck out. The more I built. Then I tried it on the 360, the problem with that was the maps weren't big enough. So like every town was making up one map, which just wasn't practical. So this is the third time and hopefully this time it goes right. So if you've never played the game before, it's called Golden Sun and it was on the Game Boy Advance. One of the best RPGs I've ever played. And basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to recreate that whole world, which is called Weyard. This is the opening town, Vale. I'm trying to build it to scale, but the problem is, like in most RPGs, the houses are smaller on the outside than they are on the inside. These might look a bit slightly weird, but I'm trying to stick to exactly how they look in game, which is why like the wood is off kilter. The roofs are made of yellow wood at the moment because they're thatched roofs in the game, and it's kind of the closest I can get to it at the moment. Which is why I have these kind of struts leaning over them to give that extra thatched feeling. The chimneys, of course. The only ones I have smoke running out of are the ones that actually have fires lit inside. Just use cobwebs there. It looks bad up close, but it looks good from a distance. So I've got pistons down as tables. Like I said, it is a direct recreation, so tables might seem like they're in odd places. Nothing is really that symmetrical, but it is a faithful recreation. Pistons are really good to use as tables. I used to use fence posts and pressure plates, but there was always a gap between the pressure plates. This, at least, it's smooth. Another problem is stairs are never, the area that the stairs are in are never actually shown. So that's why some of the houses are a bit off kilter that way as well. Like this is the first inn you can go to in the game. What I'm hoping to do for the future is once I have enough areas done, I might do a little kind of survival games. Oh, it would have to be night, wouldn't it? A little bit of a blacksmith in here. Fire spread has to be turned off, otherwise this house would catch fire. That is not safe enough, but it looks good, and yeah, it's enough of a sacrifice to turn fire spread off. Normally I wouldn't, but this is the first kind of shop you come to in the game. You've got your herbs that are sold here, your armor and weapons sold here. Go up the back of this town now. There's a cave down there that is normally blocked by kind of vines that you have to use a power in the game to get rid of. I was going to use vines, but they're not growing the way I want them to, so it's just open for the moment. Because obviously if I want people, when I get people to play this map, I'm gonna, like, basically destroying blocks is going to be turned off, so that's not going to be possible. Just a random house. This is kind of to prove now that none of these houses are hollow. They all have something in them. This is a warehouse in the game. Normally there's a lot more like barrels and crates. Don't have a great many options that way. Can't make barrels obviously in Minecraft. Crates I could always put down crafting tables, but I don't know. House. Continue on. Now obviously it is built on super flat, but landscape is going to be changed over time. Obviously it's just going to take a lot of time and effort. Around here first. This is the first area of the river. To make the top perfectly flat, you place blocks underneath it. One block underneath water will guarantee that the water on top is flat. So I had to go through all that to make sure that there was no running water. Obviously at the edge here there's not much I can do. If I put blocks under there, it'll actually flow too high, which is not what I want. But I'm happy for it to flow at the edge, that's alright. Just more houses. Ooh, little pigoo. Houses again. Any chests, they do actually have items in them. I've tried to recreate as close to the items you get in those chests as possible. These bridges are fairly simple, but I use fence gates as the side because it's closest to the rope I can kind of get. I'd normally just use normal fences, but the fence gate actually looks slightly better. This area isn't actually unfinished, it's just the fact that in the game there is a house that is pretty much half demolished by a boulder. So all I did is I made half the house, put a block of TNT, blew it up, and placed a few dirt blocks around the place to give it a bit more aged feeling. I was going to put cobwebs in, but I thought that was a bit much. It's not exactly deserted, it's just not used. This is the main character Isaac's house. So it's one of the bigger houses in the town, bigger houses in the game even. Yet again we have the problem with the stairs in the back. Normally you just go in the door and appear at the top, but this you have to go up the stairs obviously. Up here I had to actually use my old pattern for the tables because I didn't have enough room to dig down and put redstone lamps or anything like that. So that's why those tables are used upstairs exclusively. This house is actually, it's way too close to the back, but I had to make sacrifices there. I didn't have a lot of room to work with, so I just figured, yeah, we'll connect them up, it's okay. This is where another of the main characters, Garrett, lives. This is the mayor's house. A lot of tables, not much room, but yet again it is a fit for a recreation. Got your training post out the back here. Bridge, another waterfall. This is the sanctum in the game, which, funnily enough, even though it's a simple design, this is actually the closest. This is probably the best recreation of the house, both sides on outside and inside, because there is literally nothing in this place, just a healer who will heal all your ailments, obviously. So I'm actually really pleased with the way that worked out. Thankfully, the update to the 360 and now the Xbox One, you can connect up the stairs to make it look alright. I'll be adding a lot more trees around here and just putting down random bone meal to spruce up the grass a bit. But yeah, that's actually the end of the town here. The town ends here, so I'll be adding on another bit there. But there is a small bit more of the town to go at this side. There'll be one more house and a cave entrance, and I'll have to do at the cave as well. Another little proof is, I think it's just for my own kind of, not OCD, but personalized OCD. These mountains aren't hollow. They're filled with dirt. So nothing is hollow that I build. And that way if a creeper blows it up, it still looks natural, everything like that. Everything is filled up, nothing hollow, nothing empty. So yeah, that is the first town, Vale. I'll give another update next week. See how far kind of along the creative process I'm going. I'd like to do things like time lapses, but honestly don't have the time, really, funnily enough, to do it. So it's just whenever I get a chance, I always move to this map and do a little extra. But I'll put it to this way, this whole area was done since the release of Minecraft on Xbox One, since day one basically, which is about a day and a half ago. So it just shows when you put your mind to it, you can get a hell of a lot done in this game. But yeah, that's it for now.